Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I love making everything that has to do with junk journals. If this is something you enjoy too, please subscribe. And speaking of subscriptions, I have a giveaway going on. When I reach 500 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. And a shout out goes to Brenda, Vicky, Valerie, Suzanne, Candidate, I hope I said that right, and Nancy. Oh, thank you so much. I so enjoy each and every one of you. All right, today we're going to work in our book, and we're going to do this page. And I found some beautiful paper. It's this paper book right here, and this beautiful paper right here. There we go. It actually goes, if I get it up here, it goes this way because it's like writing. So pretty. Such a lovely green. And I went ahead and I cut the pages to fit our book. And I went ahead, this is really my second take on this video, and I stamped with our beautiful stamp. That's this one right here. I turned it upside down and I stamped it this way so that the greenery trails down. Yes, I think that's so pretty. And then I inked the edges. Then what we're going to need to do is we're going to use our pieces that we made the other day, our corner pieces. I thought this would be beautiful to use. So a little thing that I did different was I went ahead and I stitched right here on the edge. I went all the way around. I just thought that added a little something. And we're going to put these in the corner. So let's go ahead and get rid of the book for now. And let's work on one page at a time. So here we are with this one. Let's get this in frame for you to be able to see a little bit. And we're going to do some tucks. I have some craft paper that we're going to make our little cards. So they would fit right in like this. Pretty colors, right? And I thought we could decorate them with these really pretty ladies. Aren't they pretty ladies? I think that they go very nicely with this tuck here. Yes, I think they do. So let's go ahead and get our cards actually cut. All right, everybody, I made these cards 4 inches by 6 inches, and I went ahead and I cut the end off of one side, and I'm just going to measure this side to get it approximately the same amount cut off. And I am doing both cards at the same time. See if I can get this done. I need a little bit more light. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and put our hole for our pole. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here, just so I'm in the middle. There we are. That's nice. So this is our corner. There's 2 of them here, so I'm going to take one away. And I like to design thinking of how it's going to sit into the corner, because when you're flipping through the book, a lot of times most of the decoration or a lot of the pretty stuff is down covered up in the tuck itself, and you can't see it. So I like to design so you have a lot of this that you can look at when you flip through your book. Also, I think it would be very nice to go ahead and take our stamp and stamp it so a little bit of this stamp will be on the back of this tag. I think that would be very beautiful. So let's go ahead and put some ink on here. And just lay it on there for a couple seconds. Oh yes, that will be beautiful on the back of the stamp. It just has a little texture to it. Then I believe I would like to put a little bit of stamping over here in this corner right here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ink on part of this stamp, and I am going to turn it so that I want those tentacles of the plant to come down. There we go. That's lovely. Let's go ahead and do our other one while we have our stamp out. And we're going to ink it up. We're going to stamp the back of the tag so it will give it texture and it will just give it more interest. It won't be just totally plain. Very nice. Very nice. And then we'll turn it over. This will be the front. We'll put a little bit more ink on our stamp. Once again, I want it, this part, the curly part, see how it kind of curls and goes up? I like that to be hanging down onto the stamp. There. Oh yes, that's very nice. All right, let me put my stamp right over here. And the next thing that we need to think about is which lady are we going to use? Here are my ladies. No? Yes, these are my ladies. There they are. There's some sweet ladies. There's this lady. And there's this one. And this one. This one. And here's that other one. These all came from digitalcollage.com. I'm going to wipe this off just for a second so we don't get everything everywhere. I see a lot of ink on there. I really like this one and this one. So let's put these two up and let's work with this. So remember, this sits into our tuck like this. So we're going to bring this lady up a little bit. So she's up, not sitting way down into the tuck, and grabbed a piece of muslin. I also took that other shirt off. I was getting quite hot. So it's been kind of a crazy day here. I kind of feel a little bit like, like that. I don't like that feeling. It's a bad feeling. I don't like it. But it started off with us thinking that either our furnace was broken or we were out of gas. Well, we didn't think we could be out of gas because we checked it not too long ago. We're just going to put this down underneath this picture, but we're going to let it stick out just a tad. Maybe something like that. Yes, that's nice. So my husband goes out and he comes back in and he says, well, I've got good news and I got bad news. I'm like, okay. And he goes, well, the good news is our furnace isn't broken. We're going to use some book pages. So I'm just going to read some. Yeah, I'm going to read it. No, Cathy, you're not reading it. I'm going to tear it while I tell you this little story. So he said, good news and I have bad news. Well, our heat furnace is not broken, but we're out of gas. I'm like, out of gas? I thought we just checked that. He goes, right. He says, so I looked at it and it said 60. And so, you know, the gauge being outside and everything, he rubbed the gauge so he could make sure he could see exactly what it was saying. Well, the gauge went from 60 to nothing when he rubbed it. So we're out of gas, right? So it's been a little chilly in here, and we've called the gas company. They're going to come and bring us some gas and all that good stuff. But it's like, oh my gosh. And then our chairs are coming today, and I was doing my first video, and I was answering the phone because they were supposed to call before they came. And so I got 2 calls. Well, it wasn't the chair. It was just somebody trying to sell me something. And then my husband called, and it's like 3 phone calls in one video. I don't think that's very good. And so he says, my husband says in his phone call, he says, so call them and see when they think they're going to make it out here. So I call them, and they called back, but I had to wait because I didn't want to start another video, have that whole process happen again. And so I had to wait on that. And it was about 11:30, and they called and said they would be there between 12 and 4. Well, I had a bunch of stuff I was supposed to do today. I was supposed to go to the bank. I was supposed to go pay the electric bill. I just had a list of things. You know how that goes. Well, I said, oh gosh, I've got to hurry. I've got to just hurry and leave and go do that. So I got to the bank. Well, I forgot to make my vehicle payment. I was at the bank. That was one of the 3 things I was supposed to do at the bank. I did 2. I forgot 1. So then I go to pay the electric bill, and you go to this kiosk, and there's 2 people ahead of me. Well, this one person ahead of me is like taking forever. I mean, like, what the heck are you doing? And it was a female, and she kept, I'm looking for my glue. She kept getting receipts and getting receipts and getting receipts. And finally, I stuck my head out and I said, are you having problems? And she says something back to me, something about the receipt. So I thought, you know what? It is 1:45. They said they could be here between 1 and 4. I am sure not going to miss this, or I'm going to be in some super big trouble because it's coming from like an hour and a half away, this furniture. And so I had to grab another glue stick. That one was falling out. I think what I'd like to do is stick one of these right underneath here, like this, and have it under this gauze. So let me stop my story for just a minute and get my glue book and get it pushed up in here. Okay, here's my glue book. Here we are. Here we are. Let's get this put on here. Okay, so back to the story. So this lady, she's just taking forever. I mean, what the heck are you doing? There's obviously something that's gone wrong, and this machine, which is just a kiosk, it can only do certain things. It's not hooked up. You can't talk to anyone. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't have much time left. I have to hurry home. So I leave. Luckily, I could back out. And I leave. I've got to think of this pocket. I don't want it too far down in there. I want to put this next one on the outside. I leave. I get home. I'm getting myself some crackers and cheese because I'm hungry. I'm going to get something to eat. And I look up as I'm walking into the dining room to sit down to eat. I look up, and there's the furniture truck driving by my house. My driveway is a certain way that you really do. A big truck has to really come at it at the other way on the street. So I knew they were driving by to be able to turn around and come back the other way in the street. So it was like, oh my gosh, I got to get the dogs in. I got a lot of dogs in here, so I got to get the dogs in. I got to get them all situated. Luckily, I had parked my vehicle so that they could get their truck in and unload the chairs. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just feel like the whole day has just been going. So I just need to make this video and spend a little time with you guys and see if I can just take a deep breath and just make a couple pretty things and chill out. That's what I feel like. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that gorgeous? I think that's going to be beautiful in there. So let's go ahead and think about our tag. I think we should use some muslin, and we're just going to cut it, and then we're going to rip it. Yesterday, you know, I had to clean downstairs thoroughly. I mean, super duper thoroughly. Well, in doing so, I should have worn gloves because I cleaned the Venetian blinds. And obviously, I was a little too vigorous because I have cut my finger at the tip. And it is an ouchie, ouchie. I mean, it's ouchie today. That's like, oh my gosh, Cathy. Oh my gosh, Cathy, oh my gosh. Oh, it's an ouchie. So every time I bump my thumb, it's like, ouchie. But it will heal. I have that stuff and that green on there, beautiful. I'm just talking away, not even showing you what I'm doing. I'm putting this green ribbon on, and then I have this beautiful floss. It's metallic. It's called Heavenly, and it is heavenly. But what's super cool about this stuff is that I'm going to pull a little piece out. I'm going to not put a knot. I'm not going to put a knot in this. I'm going to lay this underneath like this. And then I'm going to tie it. And that's going to be the knot to hold this together. It's quite stunning. See, let's turn this over. This has got a twist. This green ribbon is twisted. I don't want it to be twisted. There. Keeps getting stuck on my thumb. Oh, okay. I just need to chill out. That's what I need to do. Take a breath. The whole time I've been trying to get to y'all. One thing happens and the other thing happens, and then, but it's all good. We have our chairs. My husband's going to be so happy, and I have heat because he came home and fixed a little thing up to hook us up with heat until they get here. So it's all good. Is this not absolutely beautiful? When this goes in here, oh, that's going to be so striking. Let's do our other one. So here it is right here. Let's lay a little bit of this muslin down. And I'm calming down already, guys. You're helping so much. Okay. So let's lay this down. Put a little glue on here. I think we'll just go ahead and put that down before we even put this down, because that's what we should have done before. Here we go. Just lay down. Okay, put a little bit more glue down here. Put some more over here. I love this stuff, but it is hard to work with. But once you get it to where you want it, why does that make such a noise when I think I need to fold something up and stick it underneath? Oh, that's a little better. Stick it underneath this side. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to try to fix that. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Alrighty. This lady is the other one we're going to use. So let's ink her up just a little bit. Yes, she's quite beautiful. And let's put a little glue on our little pieces of book page. Oh, well, it would help if we glue her down first. Oh my goodness, Cathy. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't think you wanted to watch me put that glue on there. Took a little bit of time. Let's push this up so it's going to be where we can see that pretty lady sitting in the corner tuck. Let's add that there. Let's add a little bit more of this book page. I've got my old glue and it's come out. Look, see? It's come out. I picked up my old glue. Make sure there. Very, very pretty. And let's go ahead and put our muslin in the hole. Yes. And let's put a little bit of our green ribbon. It's going to look beautiful with the paper that's going to go on the book page itself. Well, come here, little scissors, come here. And get some of this metallic floss. I have no idea where I got this. I've had it for quite a long time. Possibly Joann's, because it is specialized. It's not something that you're going to find everywhere because it is metallic. So it's different. I think that's a little long. Maybe cut it just a little shorter like that, and let's separate the strands. Oh my goodness, you guys, so beautiful. And I think this is a little long as well. Oh my gosh. We're going to also cut this. It'll fray. It'll go ahead and fray. Okay. Let's get our book page. All right. Here's our corner, and we're going to glue it right on to our beautiful page. Or shall we glue it on our book first? Maybe we should put it in our book first. Yes, that's probably what we should do. Go ahead and put this into our book. Yes, that's what we should do. And I think maybe we'll just use our glue stick. I am going to, this is the nice thing about this, we can, I feel like that'll be a lot flatter. All right, this beautiful piece of paper here that we stamped and inked the corners. Yes. We have the stamp with the plants falling down like ivy falling over a wall. That's very beautiful. And then we're going to put our little, good heavens, come here. There you are. Our little tuck right here. So we're just going to put a little bit. Now I am going to use this Fabric Fusion only because it dries quicker and I think it's a pretty strong bond. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to make sure that flower stem is down because I have an issue with that. And let's hold it for just a couple seconds. Oh my goodness, you guys, doesn't that look absolutely yummy? Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then here's our tag. And remember, we made it beautiful on the back. It will stick right in here. Oh, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, let's do the other side.